The Dover Demon was first sighted in the 70s by one teen late at night. Bill Bartlett, our sole witness, Mike Mazoka, and Andy Brody were all cruising down Farm Street in Dover, Massachusetts, when Bartlett noticed something creeping around the beam of his headlights. He goes on to describe the creature as having eyes like two orange marbles, a large head on a thin, lanky body with long hands and feet, a baby's body with long arms and legs, Bartlett would go on to say, and only around 4 feet tall. Neither Mike Mazoka or Andy Brody claimed to have seen the monster, and many who knew Bill Bartlett weren't sold on the idea that he couldn't have just made it up. Then another sighting occurred on the very next night. On a dimly lit road, John Baxter found himself being approached by a small figure. He just left his girlfriend's house. It was around midnight, and the only person he thought it could be was a friend of his who lived nearby. Baxter called out, but the figure did not respond, just continued walking towards him. Suddenly, it stopped. When Baxter once again didn't get a response, he moved towards it and the small form darted off into a wooded area. Baxter gave chase, and in a short run found it standing in a rocky outcrop. Its feet seemed as if they were molded to the stone, and its two lightly colored eyes looked straight at him. The creature's oddly shaped head began to make him feel more than a little unnerved, so he beat feet out of there until a car picked him up at the intersection of Farm Street, the same street Bill Bartlett claimed to have seen the creature. Now, explanations abound. Some say it is a calf, which is possible, there's ample farmland around, or a baby moose, which is pretty unlikely since moose aren't found in the area. Others have ventured an escaped helper monkey that lost its hair due to some infection like mange, which is kinda laughable. Then there are others that think the Dover Demon is in fact an alien due to the slight similarities with abductees' depictions of greys. The theory that I find most intriguing, however, comes from Native American mythology. The Cree Indians believed in a water spirit called the Minagashi, which they say had a head with no nose and was very thin with long arms and legs. Other tribes had similar creatures in their beliefs with varying descriptions. Some were hairy, for example, but all the legends had the common thread of the Minagashi being attached to the water in some way. They were often said to flip canoes over and drown unwitting people. That, the connection to water, and the descriptions are what sum me on the Dover Demon maybe being this Native American creature. Farm Street, as well as Miller High Road, where Baxter first started his encounter, are crossed by parts of Trout Brook, which feed smaller ponds and lakes near the encounter site. They are literally surrounded by water. Thanks for listening. Stick around with that subscribe button. If you enjoyed yourself, feel free to leave a like. It really does help. You can follow me on Facebook and all the usual places in the description. See you next time.